Hello, hello. Tiffany, hello, hello, welcome in. Get this posted. Good. Welcome in, everybody. It is Friday. Which I'm excited for. We're gonna finish up this list today. I think we actually are. We only have 13 today, so we might actually do it. Rugby is screaming. Central Park. Interesting. Okay. Do that. Click that. Click on this. Double check it. I think we're good. All right. Welcome in, everybody. It's Friday. This is the viewer suggestion day. We got a pop rugby going. I'm gonna train losing signal. That's no good. Trains are trains. All right. Let's see what we're doing today. I'm gonna start with a rugby for sure, as is the norm. Did you finish the list on Wednesday? We did not. We have 13 left. So.
Managed a good chunk of them.
We did. We did manage a good chunk of them. Welcome in, Druid.
Thanks. Hello, everybody.
We do have 13 left, so we'll see. Friday usually pulls in some more scripters, so we'll find out. I did post a short today of the pop rugby, but so that might screw up the algorithm. YouTube doesn't like you posting lots of things all at once, but we'll see what happens. So it might be a pretty chill day. When in doubt, send rugby to space. That's what I say. Like you did with the tiefling last one. You guys kept saying flamboyant. It was funny. It was a lot of flamboyancy. I was trying to, not go like the traditional feather boa route. I wasn't really sure what to do. So I'm glad you liked it. I think I'm going to start drawing more squat rugbies. All rugbies are fun, but like...
I mean, I kind of think you should draw more crayon rugbies.
Crayon rugbies are also fun. Might try to do a lot of portraits again today. I want to get better at that. I want to get better at portraits. Struggle with mouths and eyeballs. You sent me a rugby. Pop, 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 pop. Making Popcat stuff is fun. It's really easy to do. PAX is next week, and I had forgotten about that. I do not have a table. God, I think PAX tables are super expensive. $600 range.
Yeah, it's a pretty big one. One of the bigger cons.
Video arcade. Maybe you just realized that I was 146 behind. Like a minute behind on the live stream. I clicked that live button. It's a pretty good rugby.
Yeah. As derptastic as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Which I suppose is all that really matters.
Rugby in space. Wonder if I can just draw a PopCap rugby. His ears should have gone down. But... Rugby's fun to draw. Tried to make a joke when I was making that video about Rugby stealing my chapstick and just smacking his lips a whole bunch. I feel like it fundamentally changed the dynamics of the video, so I removed myself from it. Just made it Rugby popping. They might end up just being super chill. Let's see what happens. Oh, interesting. I realized something. If I put this over here, I actually can't edit things. Interesting. Or is that a bad idea? How's everybody's week been going? That's the question I wanted. A color. Okay. Am I quiet today? I'm a little quiet. We'll try that. That might be better. It looks like there's... Oh boy, that's terrifying. I drew the teeth, but I think I just made it look like there was someone inside of Rugby's mouth. Just teeth all the way down. Weather can't decide what to do, but it's been a good week. That's good. Yeah, it's finally raining here for the first time in a long time. Finally feels like Seattle rain.
That's good. It is very humid here. And the weather has been very strange.
Oh, I don't have Discord open. That's what I'm missing. What am I missing here? Let me do it for you. I love that GIF. Space cat. All right. So, for those of you who are just jumping in and have never been here before or been here a while, I have a list of all of the suggestions that people made on Wednesday and Monday. If you have not made a suggestion this week, you're welcome to make one now. I will put it on the list. We'll roll some dice and let the dice gods decide what to draw. So, oh, you know, we have 12. I can just roll a d12. Oh. 3. variant human paladin wearing full Knight Templar's armor with a red cross on the shield, holding an accompanying sword. Sweet. Just straight up paladin. I like it. I like it. I kind of want to draw one of the paladins from what is that game called? Hellgate London. God damn, that game had some promise. What if you drew a suggestion already? I can't get another. What if you drew a suggestion already? Can I get another? Normally, no. I mean, if it was this week, no. If it was like past weeks, yes. Every Monday, you're allowed to put a new one on there. So if I've already drawn yours this week, I would say hold off for a little bit. Just give other people a chance. What were you saying, Druid?
I've forgotten.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Wasn't important, I'm sure. I think I was just trying to contribute. I'm in a kind of a quiet mood today.
Fine with me. We can be chill.
Yeah. Better to be chill than to talk about stuff that's gonna piss everybody off.
That just made me think about stuff that would piss people off. So.
Sorry.
Bye, Mimic to live. Mimicry, hello. How are you today, Brian? How are you today, Mimic? We got some new stickers and emotes in the Discord. I don't know if I can add animated emotes to the YouTube. Can I do that? Can I make a Popcat Rugby?
I have no idea.
YouTube emote? Go to your membership page and edit badges and emojis. Oh. I don't know if that's a thing. Settings? I have no idea where my membership page is for YouTube. Community? Weird. I found it. I have no idea. I'm totally lost.
Same. Just trying to... Just gonna focus on drawing this hand correctly. That's all. That's the only thing I care about right now.
One day I'll figure it out and then we'll have some more rugby emotes.
Yeah. That'll be fun. It was really interesting hanging out in the Discord yesterday and watching Popcat Rugby happen before our eyes. Resurrection of a dead meme.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
That's good. Weird. Just saw a short. Yeah, we can do it. Elven Hair, welcome in. It was fun. It was fun to make that. What do you think? What kind of armor makes a Knights Templar? That's like classical.
Yeah.
European, right?
Yeah. Like 14th century plate mail.
Yeah.
Maybe 15th century plate mail.
Oh, it's the bucket. I forgot about the bucket helmet. I wonder why they did that. Maybe it was just easier to make.
Maybe. I actually don't think the bucket helmet is like super ubiquitous. At least among like the high aristocracy.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering
I
if
think
it's
it might
more
be a hedge knight sort of thing.
easier to produce than an actual helmet.
Yeah,
Cheaper.
I could be wrong.
Never forget the bucket. That one to me feels like a tourney armor.
Yeah, definitely. That's mostly what I'm... Tournament armor is mostly what I'm getting from Google, though.
I need to just have my reference over here. It said plate mail, but like most Templars wore chain. I don't know if I should.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should stick to that or go off the rails. Like this is what I'm seeing, which is awesome. And like, I want my Rook costume to look like this, but better. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, Wakaphon? Welcome in. We're having a pretty chill stream today, I think. I think is our goal. I went all day yesterday after talking to my doctor about like drink more water. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And it was like 10:30 at night, and I was like, I've only had 2 glasses of water today. Shit. So I did not do well. I'm gonna try to do better today. I don't know how to pronounce my own name. It's fine. Fair enough. Just wanted to ask if the original characters have to be from D&D or Pathfinder, or they can be from other tabletops. Other tabletops are fine, yeah. You can do something from like Mouse Guard or whatever else. I have run into some problems with people doing like, I have my own tabletop RPG, and it's just current setting is or modern setting. It's like, so you just want me to draw a dude? Like it's a little weird, but we can try it. So it depends. Like making a Wookiee or a vampire, for example. Yeah, see, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I just don't want to be drawing like Darth Vader.
Or Ichigo from Bleach.
Yeah. Oop. Aggie took a poop.
Oh good, it wasn't just me. I thought it was my router trying to kill itself again.
No, it was definitely Aggie. Aggie definitely not having a good time. All right, let's get in the. I guess it would be a chainmail gorget. What else would you call the neck covering? It's not made out of.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd call it a gorget.
Food talk. I don't know if we've gotten a food talk yet.
Yeah, that doesn't usually happen until the end of the stream when we get real tired. We either devolve into food or stuff that's usually against the rules that we shouldn't be talking about, like politics.
Once again, you brought it up, and now I'm thinking about it. Food talk. Let's stick to food talk. I'm fine going there early. Fabulous gorget. I think next week I'm going to suggest my Lancer pilot. That's cool. So that's interesting. Lancer is an interesting concept because like I think all of the players are human, right? Like they're all people. And then really what you customize is the mech. So I would think with Lancer you would want to promote your mech. But is that not the case? Like that's how I would look at it. I would do fan art of my Lancer mech over my Lancer character.
And if you want the character,
because at that point it feels a lot like drawing a what's the thing that Karina loves so much? Gundam Wing Pilots.
Oh yeah.
Just pretty anime boys. People and robots.
Yeah.
Pop goes the rugby. Yeah.
How many eyes can I give this plant monster?
I'm struggling with his face. Must draw tin can. Oh, it's because I made the ear thing like way higher. I know exactly. Oh, I'm starting over. This is Homie Chicken. I just saw my YouTube account, so it's fine. No problem. The mech, I feel, is too complicated to explain and kind of cheating by making you draw too much. Yeah, I probably wouldn't draw the whole thing. Like, that's a big deal about mechs. Is you can really get in the weeds with them. But
Yeah, I've never been into mech anime, so I honestly, I would probably just draw you my take on a Warforged. And be like, no, it's actually really big. This is where the cockpit is.
Which I think is like, see, that's kind of what I think is more interesting still. So I'd like to see a non Gundam version of something. I watched my friend play a little bit of Armor Core last night. It looks really pretty. They did a good job designing it. We'll see how the game actually goes. It's not that complicated. Yeah, I'm pretty good at drawing mechs too. Like, not to toot my own horn. I enjoy it. It's fun drawing mechs. If desired by our benevolent artists, have the character sitting on the backhand. See, that's two characters though.
Yep.
Only minute mech anime I ever saw was Neon Genesis. It's a good one. It's actually bad, but it's good. Like, it's I will definitely hot take that Evangelion took itself way too seriously. Come on, Aggie, what's up with you? The art is amazing. The story is hot garbage, convoluted, and doesn't go anywhere. So, the concept is great too.
I mean, that describes an awfully lot of a large amount of anime.
Mm-hmm. Death Note.
Which I could not watch.
What's the new one? Attack on Titan? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not unique. And like, Evangelion is definitely one of those iconic animes. But yeah, it's like going to church, but not fun. Like, but worse somehow. You go there for the sweet mech anime, and you're like, yeah, and then it's like, get in the fucking robots, Shenji. It's like, okay, I get it. He doesn't want to get in the robot. Hot anime takes. Here comes the haters. I mean, maybe. I've seen Evangelion twice, 2 or 3 times. I've watched the short version of it and the movies. It's still like the art style is so good. It's still one of my favorite mech styles. Like that bio-organic creepiness with the teeth. Oh, this is amazing. It sucks. Like, it sucks to watch. It's just not fun. But I mean, that's okay. It's okay for stuff like that. Same thing with like Blade Runner. Blade Runner is really hard to watch, but it's got a lot of really cool stuff in it. Gundam Wing can be kind of like that too. It's a little more political intrigue. And then you have stuff like Ghost in the Shell, which, once again, amazing. But kind of boring sometimes. Like, you really want to watch it. Geopolitics in the future. It's like, oh god, here we go. Your opinion is yours. I don't want to tell you right or wrong. Yeah. Going to church as an analogy is wild. I mean, I don't think so. Especially for Evangelion. Like, Evangelion was, the whole premise of the show was I mean, that's why they're called angels. It was supposed to be a religious, what's the word I'm looking for? Allegory? Like, it was a commentary on religion and belief as a whole. And it tried to be way more edgy than it needed to be, and it's like, ugh. It gets gross. Maybe it gets gross because of how much I was raised, like, Catholic, and that's kind of the basis they were using. But I also just, yeah. it always reminded me of going to church, which I was not a fan of.
Yeah.
I've only watched Ghost in the Shell and Redline. Both are movies, but they all I've seen. Interesting. Redline is not a good example of anime. It's a really cool movie, but it's the same studio, or at least some of the same people, did movies like Paprika, which I think are more indicative of traditional anime. Redline is like an outlier because they were just like, we're gonna hand draw the crap out of stuff, and it took them forever and bankrupted the company. I just recently finally got to watch the whole thing, but that's an acid trip of a show. I would highly suggest checking it out if you like weird hand drawn anime. Like it has a Ghibli feel to it, but in like level of detail, but it doesn't have the like cozy homely feel that Ghibli films have.
Mm-hmm.
It's really kind of raw and weird. Paprika is really good though. It's kind of the same vein, but a little bit more toned down. Which Paprika was a huge influence for Inception. They pulled some scenes like right out of Paprika for it.
Really? I did not know that.
I like Ghost in the Shell and how complicated the plot was. Yeah, it was really complicated. Turn off for others, yeah. But as a writer, I like how many plots are woven into story arcs. Yeah, I think Ghost in the Shell did a really good job of, like, each time it had a little arc. I really liked the little arcs, but their overall plotting just felt really kind of convoluted. The new one that they came out on Netflix wasn't bad. It was kind of hard to follow until you finally kind of caught up to the end, which I think is how they write those shows. But it is. Yeah. It's political intrigue, like you're just supposed to kind of do those things. Watch the Funny Fish Girls Ghibli film. Yeah, that's a good one. Ponyo? That was based off of the original Little Mermaid.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the undisneyfied version of it.
Yeah, the old Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale version of Little Mermaid is way different.
Mm-hmm. I was seeing a thing last night about the original Pinocchio story. Supposedly, like, the first iteration of it was Pinocchio just getting hung up a tree because he bit off the fox guy's hand. And people are like, the fuck was that? And I don't know if that's true or not, and I kind of want to find out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest, haunted dolls have always kind of creeped me out, so I've generally avoided Pinocchio. I like original fairy tales. That one's a little bit too horror for me.
Interesting. Yeah, a lot of them are really dark.
Oh, yeah.
Like, unnecessarily so. It's just like, whoa. Better than Little Mermaid, in my opinion. Spirited Away can't be beat. Spirited Away is great. Spirited Away is great. One of my friends' kids who grew up through COVID finally got to go out to eat for the first time, and he was terrified that they were going to get turned into pigs.
Oof.
And I was like, huh, yep, never thought about that. Touche. So. Restaurants.
Yep.
You find your horror where you find it.
Yep.
Also, hello, people.
Hey. How are you doing, Corvus?
I am okay. I have a question for you two.
Okay.
Paizo posted a picture hint for one of the new classes
Oh, crap.
today. It's clearly Wayne Reynolds because it's
Yeah.
full of useless items,
That
which
looks,
doesn't really
yeah.
help.
It looks like the summoner.
Well, there's already Summoner.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Because the Summoner iconic is a little girl now.
Okay, we got a big
So-
dude with tattoos and grass skirt. So we got like Maori inspired, Polynesian inspired, and then this one on the right looks like it's got bows. I would bet that one on the right is the cavalier or the samurai. Ooh.
The one on the left could be maybe a Scald.
Could be a scald. Yeah.
Is Scald 3 syllables? Sounds
No.
like two. Yeah.
And Wayne Reynolds is great.
Or maybe Blood Rager. They
Could
might
be Blood
decide
Rager.
to-
Could be bringing back the shaman. I don't know.
Maybe.
The one on the right definitely has the old school summoner feel to it. Just lots of wraps and things. Except like so
Yeah.
look at like is that wooden armor or is that a flute?
It kind of looks like I see a Furby.
Furby.
Now look at it.
Okay.
It could be like they did added like a armor set in second edition where it's like made of slats of wood and bone. So that could be a reference to that.
Yeah, I can see that because there's two of them. I don't see why you would carry two pan flutes on your chest.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Princess
So it
Mononoke
could
is
be-
one of my favorites too. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like some of the drawings here. Like we have a weird dinosaur on the chest. But I'm getting some like Aztec vibes.
Yeah. I'm also definitely seeing some scars.
Yeah.
So that makes me think Blood Rager could be.
Or maybe a type of brawler?
Ooh, brawler.
Just the iconics that represent them. Yeah, that was exciting.
Is
That
it-
happens today.
No, so
31st?
yeah, so they're doing a live stream on the 31st. What day is that? Next Thursday.
Okay.
And I might actually tune in.
Yeah.
Is it for like have they confirmed that it's gonna they're porting something in from second edition, or is there any possibility that it could be a new thing?
It says new classes and
Okay.
introduce the iconics that represent them. So that could be I could interpret that as being new for second edition or just new in general.
Yeah. Yeah. I would guess it's going to be some kind of, because with the way he's drawing the hands, that's got to be some kind of brawler. So I'm guessing Scald or maybe a like Storm Dancer. And then the one on the right, I would guess, is a magic class.
Yeah.
Something thaumaturgy related.
I think maybe Arcanist.
Yeah, I
That
think
could be a-
Arcanist would make a lot of sense. All right, hold on. Oliver's saying, is that Crusader armor? Chat, Paladin. Yeah, this is the. This is supposed to be a Knight Templar. Actually, only watched the Holy Grail yesterday. Funniest shit I've ever seen. It's pretty good. It's pretty classic. Pretty classic.
Strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no way to set up a system of government.
Help! Help! I'm being oppressed.
See some people suggesting Inquisitor for the second one.
Ooh, could be.
Inquisitor. I never played a first edition Inquisitor.
It
Because
basically.
part of the thing looks like a quiver in a way, but
Yeah,
it could also
that's-
be a scroll.
That's what I was saying. Like, it looks like a really long quiver, but I don't see any arrows on the top. It could just be because they cut it out. So it could be. And like the pouch on the back is not like a bag. It looks like vegetables. So I'm getting like almost like a ranger, witch, not witch, but like that's what I was saying, shaman, because like it feels very naturalist.
It feels very nature.
Yeah. The end is so weird though.
And of course, it's Wayne Reynolds' art style, so it's just detail upon detail upon detail. It's like
Just
might as well
visual
be an
noise.
abstract.
Just all the stuff.
I'm gonna copy it. Here we go. He does so much with just lines. I freaking love it.
If people want to speculate, I'll post a link to it here.
Sure.
So. Tell us your thoughts on this.
Yeah. I think the hard part
Rack up
is
that engagement.
if they're just coming up with a new class, then that's really hard to like say anything about,
Yeah.
because it's like it could literally be anything. They could call it anything they want, but I would not be surprised if they did something like the Arcanist, since they just redid all of the nature spells and stuff, or all the spell lists, to give them their own type of effects. And then the other one, I would guess it's something that it feels very similar to like you were saying, the Scald or the I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like a Blood Rager or a Battle Dancer.
Yeah. He has some thickness to him.
He's got some thickness. He's got the grass weaves tum piece, and then like looks like a neck collar. Which makes me think.
But that could also be like woven leather strips.
Yeah.
Could be. I kind of feel like I've seen Wayne Reynolds do like woven leather before, and it feels slightly different to me usually.
Oh, okay.
I think I agree with Rook. I think it feels like grass to me. I could totally be wrong because I haven't seen his like process all the way through, but that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, the PDF for the playtest will be coming out September 1st. So if you're wanting it, don't get it on the first day because the Paizo website will be crashed.
Yeah. Almost guaranteed, yeah.
Yep.
Termination of some Edie? Were these classes supposed to be for the new setting though, or were they just separate?
This is all I know is two new classes are coming.
Okay.
They announced it at Gen Con, so they could be related to the new setting book that's coming out next year.
But maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Rook is another word for crow. Corvus is Latin for crow, so you're a murder of crows. I mean, at least two.
Yep.
And a druid.
Sure, change your name to something crow related.
No. I want to animal handle you two.
The blue bird.
I'm sorry, that turned out way creepier than I expected to.
Joke's on you.
Yep.
I'm named after a castle. Technically, I'm named after a cart, but whatever. Chainmail is one of those things that like works really well with lower detail.
Yeah.
The more detail you add, the worse it looks. John Miller, are you a crow? think rooks are corvids, but they're not crows.
No.
Correct.
Do you have a... Sorry, not do you. That was not directed at anybody. Are rooks also in murders? What is a group of rooks called?
To the internet.
Does the nomenclature of groupings follow specific genealogies or types?
A grouping of rooks is either known as a building or a parliament.
Nice.
Collective nouns for rooks include buildings, parliaments, clamors, and storytelling.
Actually, they technically are crows. They are in the higher classification of crows.
Really?
Yes.
Did not know that.
And technically, like, corvus is like just generic corvid name.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I assume that it referred to... There's... was it the
Corvidae.
family or the order Corvidae?
Yeah.
I think
So
it's
it's
the, I
family
think it's the order.
Corvidae, and then genus of Corvus.
So more generic than Corvidae. Or less.
A bit less generic. Because Corvidae would be like... It would also include your various types of jays.
Yeah.
And
Rooks are the small ones.
Are ravens the biggest?
I believe crows are the biggest. No, no. I think it's raven, crows, and then rooks. And
I always thought it was rooks were the biggest for a long time.
No, they're tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have no rooks where I live.
Same.
I've, like, never seen a real one, so.
So a village of Kenku is a murder village? I guess so, yeah. Alright, I think I'm done with this bad boy.
I'm getting there. This was a surprisingly difficult pose.
We didn't do any pose studies. I should do some pose studies before we continue on.
Yeah, I didn't do my
I forgot.
10 minutes of 30-second gestures before we started. Like an idiot.
We could do that. Maybe that's one of the things I should do for super chats. 10 minutes of 10 minutes of pose sketches. Yeah, I guess so. Pose sketches. That doesn't sound right. What's the word I'm looking for?
A gesture drawing?
Gesture drawing. Thank you. Yes, that's it. Give him a little floof on his head. We are still doing the side quest super chat. So if people would like me to draw on a possum or a raccoon, throw some money at me so I can buy food later.
Yeah.
We'll draw opossums for food.
So I did a little bit more diving. Apparently, the largest specific species of corvus that is the largest is the thick-billed raven
Okay.
from East Africa.
I always love blackbirds. Lots of people dislike them, but I've always found them to be intelligent and social. They're kind of annoying, but yes, they're very
So
smart.
intelligent and social.
Yeah.
I don't mind crows, it's starlings that I fucking hate.
Yeah. My grandfather never minded crows in his field because they ate all the mice. So he didn't care.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's big and scary. I never understood. I guess did crows actually eat corn and wheat?
Crows will eat pretty much anything. They prefer they prefer like fatty nuts and seeds.
Mm.
Yeah. Though
So
sometimes
they'll
known to scavenge and a little bit of everything.
Yeah. All right, I'm done with that one. I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna bust out some gesture drawings real quick before we do the next one. Then I'll roll again.
Yeah, I've heard more than a couple of stories of crows like hanging out above crosswalks and like squawking at people, trying to scare them. And then like they hang out above the crosswalks because they drop walnuts down to crack them under tires so when cars go over, so that then when the crosswalk sign goes, they can fly down and eat all the meat out of the nuts. I've also heard tale of them absolutely fucking ravaging sunflower seed fields.
Oh, okay. You can see that.
Yeah. Which are very fatty.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I got 30 seconds. I'm not on the right page.
What app are you using?
I'm using Line of Action.
I think that's the one that I use the most too.
Line of Action is great. I have not done gesture drawings in a very long time. And I don't know if I know how to do it anymore. Oop, and now that's
You do.
That's done.
It's like riding a bike. It'll take you a minute, but you'll get back to it.
I've taken up too much of my page, which is another mistake that I've just discovered I've done. So that's fine. That's not the music I thought I'd hear right now. Ooh, this person is just phoning it in.
The model?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punish the child, but, you know, don't be interested in it. Oh no. Get whack, whack, whack. Shoulders are the key. Shoulders and
Yeah.
hips.
If you watch any of the Drawfee trying to teach anatomy, they say shoulders are the eyebrows of the torso.
Yeah. Nice. It's good. I like
By
that.
yeah, by which they mean it's shoulders are the thing that give emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Manipulating the shoulders is how you emote the body.
I like that.
It is just a stupidly funny thing to say as well, though.
Yeah. That's a pose. That's a pose that is not appropriate for YouTube. I think we'll probably call it after this one. Power stance. Ah! Summon the gods. So many good poses. Yep. Okay, and then that's back to the first one. That was pretty good. That felt good. Good little sketchy sketch. All right, let's roll some dice. 9. An elf duskwalker summoned just summon. Wait, what? Summoner. Oh, summoner just summoned. I can't read today. My brain is broken. An elf duskwalker summoner, just summoner, no Eidolon, with a Court of Owl style mask. Okay. We talked about this one yesterday, I think, a little bit. What color are we drawing it in? A blue. Oh, that's easy now. From my limited experience with art, it seems expressive shoulders are used more commonly for female forms.
I think it depends on the artist, but I definitely know a couple of artists for whom I think that is true. But the artists who I see who don't use the shoulders to emote men tend to draw like really stiff, like
Yeah, I think
I won't say hyper-masculine, but like kind of stereotypical tough guy men.
Yeah, I was gonna say the reason
don't show enough motion anyway. Yeah,
I'm thinking of like Pixar, right? Like,
yeah,
I think the shoulders can still be emotive. They just become so big that all of a sudden the head, just however the head is actually placed, kind of changes the whole form. Versus on like skinnier characters, like especially in Pixar, like women will have much longer necks.
yeah.
So you see, I guess I did these in the reverse order. Like you see a lot more movement in the shoulder when the head kind of dips and comes up. So I could definitely see both of those. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
These are backwards from each other, but guys' heads won't dip as far because they have more muscle there, so you don't see the motion when you draw them very caricaturized. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Duskwalker. So what is a Duskwalker?
I don't know.
Visually, like, can they be skeletal or should they be more whole? That was always my thing with like Revenants from 5e, right? Is like, I like the idea that they can be skeletons, but then you have a lot of players I've talked to that's just like, oh, they're just dead. They just get the bonuses. And it's like, oh, okay.
Hello?
Yep.
Hello?
Hi.
If you were talking, we couldn't hear you until just now. Okay.
No, I stepped away for a little bit.
We're drawing the Duskwalker.
Oh.
How does Duskwalker flesh look?
Kind of blue-gray.
Okay, so they're just zombies. Essentially. They shouldn't be skeletons, though.
No.
Okay.
Like, they're still living people. Like, they'll live and die. Like normal living people
Oh, okay.
would be healed with. They just got magically brought back by the gods of death.
Okay. Paladin looked awesome, by the way. Thank you very much. Have to take off. No problem, Oliver. Yeah, you're welcome. Where are that from? I think the Duskwalkers from Pathfinder, right?
Yes.
said I wanted to do portraits today, but maybe I don't want to do portraits. Maybe I want to do some Wayne
bench
Reynolds.
player guide.
Maybe we'll do something like this. I feel like Wayne Reynolds' style is essentially draw a really good silhouette and then just fill it in with noise.
Yeah. I think I agree with that.
He's very good with shape language, so.
Yes. I aspire to be as good at shape language as he is.
Yeah.
I think that his proficiency with shape language is specifically why he can make his stuff so busy, but it's not like overwhelming or horribly distracting, and then his pieces still like work as whole works of art, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of the clutter doesn't necessarily distract from the piece as a whole, which is a really hard thing to do, and I think that his use of shape language on throughout his pieces is probably the reason for it not being overwhelming.
He's had a gnome revenant.
2 examples.
Okay.
Well, gnome Duskwalker, yeah.
Duskwalker, sorry.
Because it's a versatile heritage, you could be any ancestry.
Perfect. So what was the race before this?
I think I said elf. They just don't got examples of an elven one.
Summoner. What does summoner look like? High collars.
Yeah, I honestly, for a summoner, I just do a sorcerer.
I do sorcerers, but with more clothes. Like I feel like sorcerers are very much expected to just be flinging elements around, whereas the summoner is very much like protecting themselves from the world. So I always feel a little more. Summoners feel like they need to be a little more protective of themselves and their identities and their just everything because they're dealing with summonings.
I will say one of the
that.
unifying thing that unites all summoners is they always have like a magic rune that like represents their bond with their eidolon. So it'll like appear on both of you all whenever it's summoned.
Looks like a nose. Yeah, I do like that. I like the rune.
Or you could go Final Fantasy and give them a horned helmet.
Never. Freaking unicorn groupies.
Sadly, we cannot summon a unicorn.
Yeah.
Yet.
But you get one for free, so that's nice. If you're a white mage, I guess.
Yeah.
Wizards and druids work better as summoners. Than the summoner?
Yeah, this is like specific class.
Yeah. So in first edition Pathfinder, do they have a summoner in second edition already?
They do.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I don't know anything about the one in second edition, but in first edition Pathfinder, the summoner was one of the most broken magic classes you could play.
Yeah.
It was incredibly powerful.
They didn't have the action economy working out the way they wanted, I don't think.
Yeah, probably.
Because essentially what happened is like you spent a level 1 spell and then you got another person in the fight with you.
Yep.
Sorcerers
Another
are
person
charisma
of the same level as you, yeah.
Now it takes 3 actions to summon them in combat. And when they are summoned, the the Eidolon gets to use 1 action when it's immediately summoned.
Do you still get to
So either-
basically play Build-A-Bear with your Eidolon?
Kinda. It's,
You build it with feats
you
now,
pick-
though, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So you pick like a category of Eidolon. So you could have like a Draconic Eidolon,
Mm.
and it'll have like certain like fixed abilities. You don't get to pick your you don't get to customize the stat block at all.
Gotcha.
You get the choice between a dex-based Eidolon or a strength-based Eidolon.
Okay.
So, yeah. I think the one exception is demons and fae. I think they actually have a higher charisma. Like, charisma is their higher stats. Because they're kind of like social. The demon's like more of a social type of Eidolon.
Yeah.
Gets bonuses to like intimidation and diplomacy and stuff like that.
Forgot y'all mostly play Pathfinder. Yeah, Pathfinder's great.
I still play a little bit of 5e, but I've always been more of a Paizo simp. Which, considering the last couple of years of WotC, has worked out for me pretty well, actually. So, anyway, I'm ready for my next roll.
Roll a
That's,
d10.
D10. Of 4.
Human bard, female college of eloquence. Geisha, carrying war fans.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What type of bird is this? I think it was a hooked raven.
No, it's referring to the. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot to click. It's a thick-billed raven.
Thick-billed raven. Not if I make sorcerer's con based. I mean, you could. You always could.
Those are charisma based. But you do get the highest HP pool out of any caster of 10 hit points.
So I have done this in the past for like Kevin the Necromancer when he wants to play an undead character, because undead characters don't have constitution. Or, right? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, because it's all charisma based. So it works out. It still works out. It's really powerful. If you wanna swap out constitution for charisma, because you basically just ignore it at that point.
It's just, with the summoner, you share your hit points with your Eidolon.
Yeah.
If it gets damaged, you also take damage.
Which I think is way smarter, because the old way, you would be a wizard with no constitution score, like negative constitution score, and then you summon an Eidolon with 18 constitution, and then you just merge with it, and all of a sudden you're now, a 8th level wizard with 400 hit points.
Yeah.
It's like, something strange has happened.
Yeah, they don't allow that anymore.
Yeah.
Probably for good reasons. You can still merge with the Eidolon, but you can't cast spells while you're merged into the Eidolon. At least not yet. That could change.
This was supposed to be chill Minecraft music. Now it's not. What happened? What happened to you? Minecraft playlist? Not cool.
So going back to the shared hit point thing, the good thing, not really good thing, but if you're caught in a fireball, you don't take double damage. So
Right.
that's nice.
Yeah.
You just take the damage once. I think you just take the highest damage once, and that's it.
I think that goes along with like why the Hydra was the way the Hydra was, and it's the same thing with like armor. If someone is technically wielding another person, like who takes the damage?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of an interesting way to look at it.
Geisha on this paper is kind of throwing me off a little bit.
Paint. I mean, do the thing.
Yeah. I'm managing.
Whatever it's called. Actually, I might do that too. It'd be fun. What's the wash called when you prime a canvas?
Hint.
Doesn't sound right in my head.
I don't know. Oil paint is not one of the things that I got real far in my education with.
Not gouache.
Are
Glaze?
you referring to the thing?
No. Glaze is at the end.
Yeah. Well,
If you're going to
It's
paint,
the thing that Bob Ross always did with the white paint.
yeah.
prime?
I mean, you are priming it. Yeah, that is an acceptable term, but there's an actual term for that.
I've only heard it as tinting a canvas.
Maybe that is it. Maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about.
No, yeah. I've usually seen it where, because I mean the canvas is already white, right? So I've usually seen it where you mix like, I don't know, burnt umber or some similar earth tone with oil or turpentine and rub it into your canvas.
The type of paint you use for this is the name of the thing you're doing.
Gesso?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's the name of it.
Yeah.
Or gauche.
I kept trying to
No.
say gauche, but gauche is not right. Gauche is
No.
or gouache, or however you want to say it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be pronounced gouache, I think, because gauche is a term that means something
gauche.
is extremely out of fashion. How uncouth.
To me. I know that this is probably because of the blue that you're using to draw the figure in, Rook, but that white looks really blue. It's like a very blue white.
That's actually because of how much red is in the canvas background.
Yeah.
I know mine. I think mine looks fairly white. It's actually pretty pink.
Let's start with a thin coat of liquid white so we can blend paints. Yeah, I think it was just called, man, I can't remember. I'll have to ask my painter friends later. I guess I could type it to Google.
If it is just if it is gesso, like gesso is just priming the canvas, like the same way you would put primer on your wall, if that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the correct term.
Priming's the right term. Okay. Pre-prime or priming a canvas. Yeah. Okay, that's right. I think I'm just used to people using the word gesso as the like gessoing the canvas as another term for priming it, but you're right. Priming is the correct terminology. So go with that. Looks ghostly. Oh, good. Because he's dead.
Was dead and may never die.
What is dead may never die.
Oh.
Those guys are bonkers.
The Greyjoys?
The Iron Men, yeah. Like, in the books, they're nuts. The reason they, like, when they baptized people and they say that, what is dead may never die, and then they drowned them. And if they undrowned themselves, they're worthy enough to be people, and it's like, that sucks.
Yep. I mean, they worship the drowned god.
Yep. Oop, I'm drawing on the wrong layer, so I guess I'm getting done with this one. I always forget about the Court of Owls. Such a weird arc.
Yeah,
I
am
just like
only
their mask.
I like the mask too.
It is a pretty cool mask. I am only passingly aware of them.
They're Gotham City's Illuminati, basically.
Yeah.
Like, from my understanding, there is every rich person in Gotham just out to kill Batman.
Yeah, and I think it was started by Thomas Wayne, wasn't it? Or at least he was a member. I don't know if he was started by it, but
That I'm not sure.
I think his parents were in there. But whatever. I think I'm done.
Yep.
I think I'm done here. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
All right. Womp womp. Let's just merge those layers. That's fine.
I guess my quick question is that a hand or is that like a bird on the staff? I couldn't really tell.
Oh, it was a hand.
Okay.
I mean, I
I
could put
assumed it was a hand, but I wasn't totally sure.
I could turn it into a bird.
It's fine. I just wasn't sure. I wanted to ask.
I wanted to do like a palm wrap, like the fingers are exposed.
Mm.
The hand is wrapped. It's kind of like hanging out on this staff. And then I got distracted and I stopped drawing. Because it's too far
It
away.
definitely reads its hand now.
Okay, good.
Honestly, the thing that made it read more hand is when you drew a line that showed the two middle fingers. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's now.
Yeah, that's
now
how
a
I
hand.
cheat it. That's how I cheat it. Draw two fingers, then one finger, and then a pinky. And you're like, hey, it's a hand. All right. But then you got to go back in and actually draw the fingers.
I have started adopting that
It's so nice.
methodology. It really helps, especially since the your ring finger is the weakest of your fingers, and so it usually moves in tandem with either the pinky or the middle finger.
You got one of these? Or you get one of these. It's just nice. Easy to do. And then when in doubt, pinky out. You're done. What did I roll? 10? We don't have a 10. I need to roll a d10. 7. A male Asimar Inquisitor Rogue Sniper. Okay. Wearing old school aviator gear. With energy wings? A solemn expression. So, like.
Cyberpunk
Icarus? Yeah, I guess so. That's cool. I like that idea.
Mercy.
Green. They see my suggestion. I was gone for a bit. Mimicry, I don't know if I did see your suggestion. What was your suggestion? I might have missed it.
Let's see if I can.
Vampire Kobold Monk. Yeah, I'll put that on the list.
It's like barracuda teeth.
Barracudas. Makes sense though. For an old city like Gotham, just look at the hold wealthy established families have over the. Oh, look at the hold the wealthy established families have over the northeast states. Yeah. What was I drawing?
Did you even roll?
I did.
Wait, yes.
Flying Asimar rogue bird man.
Yep.
Inquisitor Rogue Sniper. Energy rings.
With mercy wings.
Wait, what color is a cardinal?
Cardinals are red.
Okay, good.
Yep.
I don't know how to spell that.
Tardinal.
Close enough. Okay.
Like they're really red. At least the males are. State bird of several states, including mine.
They're pretty. Oops. Tried making Viper from Titanfall into a D&D character for this one. That's fan art. Shame on you. I don't know who Viper is. I have no idea what that means. Is that one of the main characters? Do they have weird
I don't
cyber
know
wings?
Viper. Titanfall 2.
That's fan art. That breaks them rules.
It wasn't a suggestion though.
Wait, wasn't it? Isn't this Cosmic suggestion?
No. Said I tried making Viper from Titanfall as a D&D character.
It's the final boss from Titanfall 2. Oh. What counts as aviator gear? I'm thinking like goggles and helmet, right?
Lambskin jacket.
This is that character. Yeah, okay. Technically not against the rules, but bad form.
No, boo, bad form. Man, now I want to watch Hook.
Nothing's stopping you. I
True.
recently watched a video from Dungeon Dads about bottled ship armadas that will allow warlocks with Pact of the Chain to take ship in a bottle as familiar. Goggles for hat. Wait, so do you have like a whole pirate ship in the bottle that is your familiar?
Throw it in the ocean, pops out as a ship.
Yeah, so how would that be a familiar? Like, is it sentience or is it the people on the ship? curious now.
Sounds wild.
It's like saying my familiar is an army platoon, like a platoon of, or a multi-billion-dollar company. I guess Batman has that. Wayne Enterprises is his familiar.
Is it his familiar, or is Bruce Wayne his magical girl transformation?
Are you saying Batman transforms into Bruce Wayne?
Yeah. Isn't that canonically accurate? Bruce thinks of himself as Batman first?
I guess so, yeah. I guess that is canonically right.
Because Bruce Wayne needs psychological help.
Yeah.
He needs therapy.
Has do
Not some ninja dude who teaches him how to be a fighter in shadows.
Look, all superheroes need psychological help.
Indeed.
There's a monster in D&D that's a water spirit that binds itself to a ship in the bottle, usually to harass the owner. If a number of them join together, they are an armada. Got it. Okay. So it's not the thing that it's not a collapsible boat or whatever the hell it's called. It's not actually an armada of ships. It's an armada of
Functionally
ships.
an animated object that just happens to be a ship in a bottle.
Yeah. Neutral land, have a cannon attack and fly around. Okay. What level of therapy helps someone who works through both, like your parents getting murdered and infant? Yeah, I mean, like, not turning into a bat.
Yep. See, if Alfred did the responsible thing and took him to therapy and counseling.
He's a rich kid, though. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Fair.
Worse, he's a rich kid character who was formulated in the 80s and 90s. Well, I mean, I guess earlier than that, but in a time when therapists were considered quacks.
$39 to be exact.
1939 was Batman?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Batman as he appeared in the original detective stories?
Yep, Detective Comics.
Nice.
I DC.
I just realized I don't know how to draw goggles properly.
20 years later, we get Adam West Batman.
What if Batman was kind of a hippie? I love it. When did Batman become a ninja? Was that the 90s? Was it before
That
the
feels 90s. But I think animated Batman was kind of Ninja Batman, but it probably was based on something before that. So
Because, yeah, like, original Batman just had a gun. And then Adam West Batman
Had the utility belt.
had a utility belt. He kind of, he punched people, but it wasn't like...
He didn't kill people.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Dick Tracy fighting, which was just kind of like, you know...
Bam.
Bam! Pow!
Yeah.
Backhand Robin a few times, just for good measure. If my parents got killed and I inherited a few billion, I'd replace the police with a mafia run by me. And there you go. Batman confirmed. What is this? This is not lo-fi.
I guess some people will consider it lo-fi, but
Yeah, all right.
think
Maybe I don't know
everyone
what
would.
lo-fi is then. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong.
I mean, I said some people.
You know,
Maybe I'm
could be
the
wrong.
asshole.
Is this guy supposed to have a bow? Is that what it was? I don't remember now.
I heard sniper, but
That's right.
that could be anything.
Considering futurism, I would suspect firearm.
A boomstick.
I could be wrong. Magitech long rifle.
Does the Joker work with the cops then?
In White Knight, yes.
He's similar to the Shadow. He seldom used guns, but wasn't adverse to them. He didn't necessarily try to kill the bad guys. He just had an attitude similar to
Oh, the shadow.
I mean, there was the Shadow, the Phantom, Dick Tracy. Like, there was a whole bunch of weird.
I found the shadow the less corny one, but still pretty corny.
Superheroes for superheroes, man. Before everything went off the deep end. Before power creep? Yeah, exactly. Pulp Fiction heroes. Yep. I'm not really sure where to go with this anymore.
In terms of the conversation, or
No,
the drawing?
this drawing. I'm not really sure what I'm doing at the moment. It looks like a pilot jumped out of his plane with a gun.
One way to do it.
Yep. Here we go.
Buck Rogers.
Yeah, I forgot about Buck Rogers.
Oh, it's Duck Rogers.
Duck Dodgers.
That's right.
One of his best tactics is manipulation. Is how he keeps acquiring minions and got Harley Quinn. That's fair. The lo-fi hip-hop genre basically just takes boom bap and other styles of inner city music and makes it low energy. Okay. Guy seems incredibly short. Yeah, he's kind of short. I made him a little bit of a gnome. Give him some more butt. Give him some butt cheeks. That'll help. Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century. Yeah.
I can't believe they actually made that like into an actual show.
What's so unbelievable about it?
Yeah.
It's just, it was like a gag thing for like Looney Tunes, and it's like, we're gonna take this gag and make it into an actual show. It's like, do you? Is anyone gonna like that?
I liked it.
They made a very serious animated adaptation of Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. So
That is also true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, no.
I think I've learned two things from TV. The first, never underestimate what a dedicated creative person can do to make a ridiculous sounding premise actually entertaining. And two, never underestimate what a TV executive can ruin.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think around the same time, what else was coming out was Darkwing Duck, which just stole a bunch of characters from another show. Same thing with Tailspin. I don't know how Tailspin exists. Like,
I loved Tailspin.
It's great. It was good, but like, they took characters
Jungle
from
Book characters.
Jungle Book and turned them into a bear flying a cargo plane.
Yep.
Like,
Well, at least with those, it was owned by Disney, so it was their own property.
oh yeah, I didn't think about it that way.
Futzing around with.
I was thinking more of just like, what can we do to get Daffy Duck back in the spotlight? Duck Dodgers. That sounds funny. Because like that's just, it makes sense for me there with like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, like, could be any character because they are like canonically they're actors in the show.
Yeah.
So I love that concept that they're just in TV shows. But Tailspin just didn't make any sense. Like, for them to use those characters. So I don't know.
Yeah, because one of them was a bad guy, like Louis. He is not a friend of the group.
Yeah.
He was a bad guy. And like
Shere Khan's
they
in there
were like,
too.
yeah, he was like a corporate CEO.
So still a bad guy.
Yep. And Blue was like an cargo plane pilot who delivered stuff.
Yep.
Wild times.
Yep.
Wild times.
Wild times of the late 90s or early 2000s.
I think that was late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, early 90s.
Check out when DuckTales ran. Duck Dodgers did go all the way to the 2000s, but that's because it wasn't. Maybe they didn't. Actually, that might have come later, now that I think about it.
It did.
It did. Okay.
It came out like 2004 or something.
Gotcha.
Tailspin started in 1990.
I'm gonna stop this one here. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
And I'm just puttering away.
It looks like a Fey air bombardier. I don't know what you would call it. Yeah. Fairy bomber.
Don Carnage.
Don
Oh my
Carnage.
god.
Yeah, man. Go watch those. It's bonkers.
I did.
No, like
been a while.
do it now. It's a trip. Watching it now, it's a trip.
Because I used to watch it and the Aladdin show they had.
Mm-hmm.
Gargoyles.
Loved gargoyles.
Feudal Japan fetchling. Thaumaturge using shadow magic to curse dudes. This may or may not be one of my current characters.
I promise it's not my character.
We do have to draw a lot of fetchlings, which is fine.
I was like, I read that the other day. I was like, huh.
I'm gonna get blamed for this one.
I ain't gonna complain.
I just loved that, like, in the early 90s, they kept making really inappropriate movies into kid cartoons. Like The Mask, RoboCop,
Starship Troopers. I don't know how Starship Troopers became. Yeah, it wasn't like super kid-friendly cartoon, but it was still in the Saturday morning lineup.
Fetchlings are shadow people, right? I always forget what they look like. Feudal Japan and fetchling. How do I blend these? I think it'd be cool if done right to make a modern animated series based on the Sky King series. I don't know what that is.
I was just really hoping that with because they rebooted DuckTales, that maybe they would also reboot Darkwing Duck.
They did.
Did they?
It's in DuckTales.
I missed it. Damn it.
Yeah.
Because like he's their uncle, isn't
Yeah,
he? Or
no,
like
yes.
cousin or something?
No. He's definitely in the family.
He's not.
He's not?
He's not?
No, he's a mild-mannered billionaire or millionaire that just lives in a random house. It's really funny. Launchpad still hangs out with him. So
Yeah,
the thing you got a
Who also was the hero?
yeah. So with DuckTales, you got Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, Louie, right?
Yep.
And in the new series, they added Launchpad just to go along with them all the time. And he helped Gizmo Duck, who was just an employee of Scrooge, not related to them at all. But then he hung out with Launchpad, and Launchpad also side jobbed with Darkwing Duck as his pilot, who was just off on their own. So yeah, and Darkwing Duck had adopted a daughter who was also a duck. Like
Gosling, right?
Gosling, yeah. So it was the new DuckTales is pretty good. They did a really good job remaking it because they didn't just try to like redo it. It's got its own story and everything. Which I think is and inside of that, they add Gizmo Duck and Darkwing Duck as cameos for like 2 or 3 episodes each, which are good. They're good episodes. And they did actually. I felt like they queued it up to have a Darkwing Duck spin-off remake, and it just never happened. So
I threw in a fetchling for you.
thanks. Glowy eyes, pale.
Yep. And in my character's case, glowing veins because they're essentially a flashlight.
TV series ran from 1951 to 1959 about an Arizona rancher that used his crop duster airplane to help police track down fugitives. Okay. I think I remember seeing some things about that. If I remember right, I think the Corridor Cruise talked about that a little bit and how like irresponsible they were with the plane and the stuntmen. That might have been something different. Nope, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, if you can, I would highly recommend watching the new DuckTales. Did a good job. Wee.
I remember we played the same song a lot when I was working at the elementary school I was at, because the kids loved it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a bop for sure.
I don't know how to draw faces.
Me neither, and I'm doing a freaking portrait of a geisha.
My spine. My squiddly sporch. He's the healthiest boy I've ever seen. Plentiful organs. God damn it. People don't know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. He used to live on a peanut farm. Psycho pilot that used to buzz my house constantly. Imagine looking out your bedroom window and seeing a plane coming right at you. That would be terrifying.
Isn't that illegal?
Do you have to have a pilot license to fly a crop duster?
Had to.
I think it depends on where you take off. If you've got your own runway, maybe not.
You have to file a flight plan with the FCC to adjust your crops.
Maybe not that, because you generally don't fly. You don't really fly too far to crop dust.
Yeah.
And not too high, so
particularly high. Yeah.
I can't see Bert from Independence Day. I guess he was a fighter pilot. What's his name?
also I'm pretty sure he was like in Nevada or Texas, where those are lax law states about that type of thing.
Watching an airstrip. I had an uncle who was a pilot and he accidentally broke the sound barrier over a crowd of people at an air show once. He got in trouble for that. You're just supposed to dive at him and pull up, and he went a little too fast. And he's like, "You just broke the sound barrier." He's like, "That's a no-no." Better roll. Yeah. I'm gonna go get a quick snack real quick. I'm not sure what else to do with this one. Could add a whole bunch of detail, I guess, on the chest. What would make an interesting D&D kimono? Like, what can I add to this to make it more interesting? Maybe some, like, straps?
I'm not sure. I know they're also a thaumaturge, so
Maybe instead of a katana, they need, like, a stick? I still don't know what thaumaturges do. Help.
a thaumaturge can use a sword. They're a martial class.
Okay, good.
I was just saying you could, I don't know, add some charms or something to it, or
Okay, I like that.
since it's Japanese, like paper seals.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Hmm.
So Harry Dresden is a specialist in thaumaturgy. And that's where my head always goes to. So I'm like, this guy is a Supernatural detective. Awesome.
Kinda, yeah. Just doesn't really have like spells.
Okay. I'm gonna go fill my water and get a snack real quick. 1 second. We'll be right back. Black Lotus on the Komodo. We can do that.
Needs to draw the Magic of the Gathering card.
Please don't just draw the Magic the Gathering card.
Literally just a card with a little lotus on it. So I was able to catch up with not catch up, but actually watch Critical Role last night. I'm gonna say I missed the first half of it. But they've made to the Shattered Teeth. So that's all I'll spoil for YouTube. Yeah, they made it homing chicken like at the very end of it, so they'll pick up next week. Guess it's next week.
Aggie's taking a poop on me.
Actually, I think we have a Mighty Nine episode next week. Because I think they're going to be in London.
Oh.
I could be wrong. And I'll have to wait to see what the newsletter says. Yeah, I think they're doing a special live Mighty Nine thing to rescue 2 certain people. Could be wrong.
I feel so far behind.
I'm sorry. I'll explain later if you want.
Nah, it's fine.
I agree. I'm excited when they are going to start animating Mighty Nine.
What are we humming about? I haven't watched this current episode yet, so I figure I'll make it there. Mighty Nine. Yeah, that's dope.
They talk about Critical Role.
Yeah. I mentioned I think next week they're doing another like Mighty Nine episode.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm not sure.
We could take a break and play some Baldur's Gate.
Have chat make your character for you.
I was gonna make a stir wizard, but we could do it that way too. Play hardcore. Cat. What's up? I heard you get up and you didn't feed me.
How dare.
Wow. Alright, I better go feed this cat.
Why do baby hippos look so cute and they grow up to be so monstrous?
I don't know.
Okay.
You could ask the same thing of baby crocodiles.
Just stream it, yeah. I think say that on kimonos around belts, paper, lanterns, seals, strings. Yeah. I've screwed up a few things here. One, the arm is too long. We need to change that. Means we need to bring this shoulder up and bring this one down.
The only spoiler I will say, Michael, is they went to the shattered teeth at the very end. And they had a really nice combat.
Is that a bar? It doesn't matter.
At a bar, what?
It doesn't. I don't know what that means. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Referring to Critical Role.
Yeah, which I'm so far behind on. None of that meant anything to me.
Yeah.
So
It's a mountain range in part of the world where
doesn't matter.
it's near the Bright Queen, right?
No.
No.
It's a series of islands
Oh.
in the middle of the ocean.
No idea.
Used to be a continent, got smashed during the calamity.
Does it look like teeth?
I guess. I imagine they probably have rather jagged mountains on them.
Fair enough.
Considering
On a
it's
scale
probably the top of a mountain range that got sunk.
Skipcat is pretty cute. On a scale of 1 to 1,000,000, he's pretty cute. You can see him if you check out the Discord. There's a link in the description. Check out the actual cat channel. And I post pictures of him in there. Him and Pixel.
He does make your cats do make cameos there every once in a while.
I don't know how to draw anything anymore. I think my brain is fried. Female hobgoblin in samurai armor using a halberd. Uh-oh, is this your new suggestion? Or is this the possum you want me to draw? Oh no. $2 in the face of the dice gods. Add a new layer. Add a new layer? What is happening? Add a new layer. Uh-oh. There we go. Aggie might have just exploded and added like 1,000 layers. We'll find out. We can jump to a hobgoblin. I'm down for that. Samurai armor. Samurai armor is not gendered, interestingly enough. Partially because it was only traditionally worn by males, but I don't think I've ever seen. Give her a raccoon tabuki mask. That would work. Do that. But then you don't see that she's a hobgoblin. We'll do some sketching. We'll see how this goes. Thank you for $2, by the way. I appreciate that. Keeping the channel going. I should probably look up samurai armor before I get too in the weeds here. Cat goblins. Put the mask on the side of her head? No, we can do that. Cool, thanks for the heads up. Oh, yeah, critical roll. So far behind. Somebody just texted me. Traditionally, female samurai led the house defense. She normally wouldn't wear armor because she wouldn't have time to put it on. Yeah, a lot of the stuff I just looked up, like they only have the breastplate and that's it, which is interesting. What's the rugby video doing? Not great. It's all right. It's a throwaway gag. It didn't have to perform. But if it had hit millions, that would have been pretty cool. Female bugbear should still be pretty buff. And furry, I guess. She's supposed to have a halberd, right? What kind of hair should we do? I still like the top knot, but maybe we'll give her longer hair? I need to buy them. Yeah. It's pretty good. Not bugbear, hobgoblin. I think brutish elf. Oh, did I totally screw that up? I did. I've been thinking hobgoblin this whole time, or bugbear this whole time. My bad. Get rid of these cat ears. Bugbear women do be beefy, though. Just gotta get rid of all this excess body hair.
Is she big beef or is she big floof?
Well, she's supposed to be a hobgoblin, not a bugbear, so. More beef.
So big beef.
Yeah, big beef.
Could be both.
Could be both, but probably not. Not this time. What's up, Ski Cat? You just ate.
Wasn't enough.
You get stuck to the chair? Yeah, there you go. You get your claws clipped. How about tuna fish time? Oh, AI art. You have no idea what a hobgoblin is.
Of course not. The internet doesn't know what a hobgoblin is.
You mean a red lady, right? No. Nope. Why can't I draw faces? Oh man, I really want a euro. That's really good right now. Skip cat. Not appropriate. What are you doing? I'm not. Oh my god, he does. He just wants tuna fish. Like over here. Come over here. Give me the tuna fish. I am working. I was just sitting by the fridge. You gave me lunch and now it's time for snacks. New Ahsoka show came out this week. I liked it.
Oh, did it? I'm pretty over Star Wars, honestly.
Too bad. It's too bad. This one's following the Rebels storyline, which was directed at like 7-year-olds. So it's. I only watched it because I was like, Star Wars content must keep up, and I knew Ahsoka was in it. And now, so it's like, oh, okay, I don't care about any of these characters. That's not good. But I still enjoyed it. It was pretty good. So
That's good.
I think a lot of people are going to be kind of, who the fuck are these people? I don't care about any of these people. We'll see what happens. Wolves with human feet? Food meddling into people's faces. First sentences. Oh, you're talking about AI? Yeah. Yeah. Bushy bugbear biddies. You're just gonna keep yelling at me? Yeah.
Oh, you want me?
Alright. Hold on, let me go feed this cat.
Spoiled animal. We'll be back.
Okay, raccoon mask, halberd, and then we're done. Shredded hobgoblin mama. Yeah. I should play a hobgoblin.
Yeah.
I really should.
When 2E first came out and there were no orcs, but there were hobgoblins, I was like, what am I supposed to do with this?
I need my orc boys.
I mean, it did happen, like, it did come out when I was trying to figure out how I wanted to draw orcs, so, that was kind of my response. Don't ruin this for me.
I really want to carve a wooden mask. I haven't done that in a long time. I think it might be a important side project for me. Tanuki. Do it, coward.
Yep.
Here of the Empire story mixed with Rebels thanks Disney Star Wars. Halberd is not a glaive. Halberd is not a glaive. Done?
Yeah. I really struggled on that one. Give me a second. I'm gotta write something real fast.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'll roll again. I don't know, unless we're running out. How many are left on the list?
What are we at here? we have 10.
Oh, okay, cool.
9. Sorry, we have 9.
9. So it's filling back up as we go. Cool.
8. I forgot to delete the last 2. Albert is a spike axe. Yeah. Glaive is a cleaver. Really, Skip Cat? Rebel Moon is just more like girl boss fiction. I'm actually missing strong male characters in fiction. I mean, there's a lot of strong male characters in fiction. Well, there's a plethora, so get on out there. Looking forward to Rebel Moon. I don't know what Rebel Moon is. Is that a movie, show, or a book? Yeah, Dom, thank you again. Thank you for the fun suggestion. I wanted to give her something on like her wrist here, but I don't know what it would be. I guess I could just go with like full up. Actual plate. Arm's a little skewed, but it's not terrible. I don't give her a pauldron. Michael, I would go check out the one Mandalorian, which I think was really good. And what was the one with Poe? Shoot. What was the Rogue One show? Is it just Rogue One? That doesn't seem right. Snyder of Netflix. What's it called? Book of Boba Fett was pretty good too. Even though I felt like the Book of Boba Fett was really just a Mandalorian side. Andor, yeah. Andor's good. I really enjoyed Andor. Alright, I think I'm done with this. I'm gonna go ahead and roll another die. A 5. How about A Way of the Shadow Goblin Monk, mentored by a Kenku and abandoned in a lighthouse? Point blank surfer. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be like the surfer goblin. We talked about that yesterday. I'm just gonna do green. It's supposed to be a Star Wars story, but Disney didn't want it, so Snyder did it. Oh, interesting. Cool. So is it just not Star Wars at all then? But, like, same base idea? I had a Hobgoblin Battlesmith Artificer War Mage Wizard. He was cool until he got eaten by a white dragon. Oh boy. Oh boy. Satiated cat? You good? Okay. Star Wars with more fantasy elements. Okay, cool. Check that out. It has a black griffin that one of the characters rides. I'll watch it for that. Okay. Sunglasses are required for Surfer Gabo. Surfer Gabo? There's a guy on TikTok that just wears these tiny little circle glasses. I don't like his stuff, but it keeps popping up on my feed. I don't know how to make it go away. That sounds like Dune. I'm excited for the new Dune. It's going to be good. I still need to read it. Still need to read Dune. Something Moon? I don't remember what it was called. Should be up in the chat. Rebel Moon? Top knot. Something like that. Skinny Goblin Boy. And Aggie crashed again. Cool. Hey everyone, finally got off my phone. How's the drawing process going? It's going pretty good. Oh, it's going pretty good. That was 20 minutes ago. I'm sorry, bro. It's just not all this. Welcome back. How else can I make this little goblin man look more like a surfer? I wonder if Rebel Moon was supposed to be for Mandalorians. I decided not to do it because of that. Give him a visor cap. I think I'm getting super sketchy. Unless Druid really wants to do another one, I think I might call it here soon.
I'm pretty brain dead and also kind of distracted.
Yeah. So I think it might be a good time to call it.
I may have shot all my shots Wednesday.
That happens. And for the Barbie movie? Yeah, I guess so. Ken Goblin. He was supposed to be a soul knife, right?
I don't remember.
I'm arguing about some house stuff. Oh boy, that's no fun.
Way of the Shadow Goblin. Way of the Shadow.
I feel like Way of the Shadow would be the complete opposite of Surfer Bro. Not my character. My character, not my monkey. Yeah, see, this is the problem with the whole, like, if you let somebody cheese their way into doing fan art, then everybody tries to do it, and that's a problem. But, like I said, if you're subtle about it and you can make it a D&D character, I'll do it. Yeah, we had a whole week of people trying to get me to do Batman. It's just like, guys, this isn't the intent of this channel. It just makes everything samey, you know. Okay, I think that's a good place to call it. I think we are done here with our... I should have just drawn Keanu. Goblin. That would have been fun. There we go. Thanks again for hanging out today, everybody. Thank you for your wonderful suggestions this week. There's a lot of really good ones. Drew, thanks for drawing with me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry, I was very quiet.
No, that's all right. I'm 2 weeks behind on a video again. I was hoping to get one out last week and it's not done. It started, so I need to just get it going. need to do that. And I probably want to do. I might do a psychopomp video. That would be fun. They're cool. Definition fan of the art. Yeah, thank you, John. I do appreciate the tips as well. That does really help the channel. If you can't support us monetarily by joining the Patreon or submitting funds, what the hell am I trying to say? Donate funds through the super chat. There we go. Just go give a thumbs up to a video, one of my videos, or go find a video you haven't seen and put a comment on it. It helps the algorithm really start seeing cool stuff. So otherwise, I don't know what else I'm going to do today. I kind of have to go get some stuff done before I have company coming over this weekend. I hope everybody has a fun weekend. That should be hopefully cooling down and people aren't getting flooded out. But yeah, we'll be back next week. We'll try to get some fun stuff off the ground. I don't have any commissions lined up, which is a good thing and a bad thing. If you are interested in getting a commission done, let me know. I have time. But I also have a few small projects I want to work on. So if we don't get a commission, we might see some weird stuff next week. So who knows? Eat pizza. Yeah, pizza sounds good. I might make pizza this weekend. That would be fun. That's all I got. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table, and we'll catch y'all next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.